Mix me on the track line. Mix me on the track line.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are indeed live. I think. Hold on a second. Let me just double check some things and make sure everything's working properly. Y'all, hang on a second. All right. I think we got it together. That was part of my retro Wednesday. Shout out to everybody that's tuned in. What's up to everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Random Talking Indie Music Show, coming to you live on Facebook, Periscope, Twitch, YouTube, Caffeine TV, and also Zeno.fm/Mooks Radio. We will be live on the audio in case you can't catch us on the visuals. And as you already know, it's your girl 759, always on the screen, ready to do my thing. Join with my co-host, the Bronx Bully, the Beast from the East with the gap in the teeth, but it's perfectly okay, aka Merciless Minx, aka Mad Late Minx, aka damn Facebook Bully all of a sudden. And yeah, it's my homegirl Minx Couture, Minx Contour, Minx Cuda. You got them Latin folks upset. Yeah, it's my homegirl Minx Couture, man. Call her what you want to call her. Just don't call her a copycat or a failed podcaster. Do they dig, Minx, or do they motherfucking dig?
I hope.
And if they don't, we got 2 words for you. Home Depot. Because, that's where all the shows be at. I'm telling you. So tonight, ladies and gentlemen, while Minx will be having her coffee later on, I will be drinking some green apple, nice little wine here. It's kind of good.
Yummy.
Yeah, I kind of like it. Birthday bottle to myself. I wasn't trying to go all out and buy up the whole liquor store. I was like, cute little bottle of wine. That's all I need. So I hope you all.
You can hear me.
You clipping a little bit.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I can hear you twice.
Uh-oh. See, I had that same issue on my end. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
Listen, y'all know it's Wednesday. Y'all know the vibes that we give. You know the vibes that the powers that be give. We're gonna get through this shit tonight. You feel what I'm saying? every time we try to do something.
Am I coming through the speaker?
No.
Sounds like I'm coming through the speaker.
No, you coming in clear through my headphones.
Oh, because I could hear myself on your end like a speaker. But articulate happy birthday, Kevin, and Face Off says happy birthday to 5-9.
Oh, gee, thank y'all. I didn't put up my Cash App, by the way. I didn't want to be that person. But yeah. So today,
it's echoing. I don't know where it's echoing from. Hold on, guys.
Yeah, we gotta get the sound rights.
He said it's on my end. Hold on.
Yeah, because we crystal clear over here.
All right, give me a second, Caffeine. They're saying it's on my end.
It's on your end?
They're saying that it's on my end. I'm not hearing it. Like I'm hearing it, and I don't know where the echo was coming from.
That sounds like the same issue that I was having. That sounds like some type of encoder issue or something.
Let me see something.
Because I was having that same problem. Y'all already know what today is.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay. But I'm still hearing that echo from somewhere. I don't know where it's coming from.
Uh-oh.
But it sounds like it's coming from Restream, though. I don't know.
It might be Restream because when you go directly through the browser, and sometimes they're what they call it, the background shit that runs.
Right.
Yeah, it might be that, or you might have like too many things open in the background, kind of like a cell phone. When your cell phone get to acting up.
All I have is hold on. I got Restream open. But I don't know. It sounds like kind of like a background repeating. Like is your hold on. One more thing, guys. Just give us a second. Manage your devices. Okay. This is all right. So I disabled all my speakers. I disabled all my other mics. And I'm still hearing an echo on your end. That's the only thing. Hold on, disable. Disabled. She's like, I'm just going to sip my wine and mix 56 out.
I mean, I'm off. I mean, we got time.
Yeah, but it's only when I talk. That's the only thing. It's only like when I'm speaking is when
I had that same issue when I heard the echo on my end, and you was coming in clear, and it was me echoing on my end.
Well, audio output default. Hold on. See, now I still hear it.
I hear it now.
What?
That echoing in the back.
Oh,
And
well,
that was coming from your end. I heard that.
see, now I don't hear it. I don't hear myself now.
Uh-huh.
So I don't hear the echoing on my end now. So I don't know. These streams stay changing shit, man.
Leave shit alone.
They really think they actually doing something. So I'm echoing on your end now.
No, you're good.
Okay.
I don't know what it is that you fixed, but don't touch that shit no more.
I didn't touch anything. Let's start over. Start over. Do over.
Man,
This fucking bitch. I didn't do anything actually. Did I change anything? No.
okay, well, we're here. Anyway, listen.
Okay, we good.
Yeah, it's Wednesday. Y'all already know what it gives. Before we do start the show, for real, we got to get these ads out the way. So we're gonna need y'all to join the hustle culture tonight. Okay, follow them on Facebook and Instagram. If you want to be part of that, all you have to do is send a picture along with your name, your IG handle, your profession, your location, and a small quote of what you think hustle culture means to you. Have all that all sent over to hustleculturemag@gmail.com. Like I said, please be sure to follow them on Facebook and Instagram. And what's the deal with the Merciless Cast? You going to keep that up or what's up?
Yeah, for a while.
Okay, well, December 1st, if she still has it up, join the Merciless Cast, become a Patreon member, get your premium jewels for a low price, fully researched and scam free, because my girl spends coins on this education. You go and get this work. So, fully researched and scam free. That's what we do over here. You know what I'm saying? And also head on over to the Mink Show podcast, catch up on past and current episodes, featuring the last episode she put up with Vern, right? I'm trying to keep up with all the pods that you do.
Last week was that Vern?
Was it
No.
Vern?
No, last week was just me.
Last week was just her. But still.
Yeah, it was just me at that time.
Yeah, but still tune in, minxradio.com, and also hit that merch tab. Get you some Minx Mafia merch, what we like to call mama. You got all types of mamamas. You got Minx's Manifestation Monday. You got Minx Mafia merch.
Yeah, we be going in.
The mama is real. And I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. This is what it is, y'all. This is what we got for right now. And also, artists, if you want to submit your music and videos, please do so. rtimshow@gmail.com. And yeah, I mean, let's get the show on the damn road.
Yes, ma'am.
So what's been going on with you? Other than tech issues?
I have been fighting in these internet streets.
Yes, you have. And tag me into the shit.
No, I was like, yo, you got to see this shit. Like, this shit you had to see. Like, I was in shock.
It was like, okay, well, last night, ladies and gentlemen, we discussed movies that should not be remade. And, we spoke on Selena and how Netflix is getting ready to do a series based on Selena. Well, I guess the Latina community Didn't like us black folk telling folks what to remake, what not to remake. Listen, if you want to preserve your culture, that's fine. If you want to, you know, show your family, your kids, your grandkids, you know, it, this is why they have DVDs.
DVDs.
The just just buy the DVD, show your kids, preserve it, save it for their kids, because that's the one movie. That's all you need. That one movie will tell you everything you need to know. You don't need a stretched out Netflix series to tell you some shit that we already told you 25 years ago. We don't
And
need it.
not only that, the family has pretty much said that, y'all can't talk about this shit.
Yeah, they don't for real. The Quintanilla family do not celebrate her birthday. They don't celebrate her death anniversary. They don't do anything Selena related because it hurts. They don't want to have to keep reliving it every time something pops up, and rightfully so.
It's also I don't think with Jehovah's Witnesses, I don't think they can celebrate that kind of stuff.
They're Jehovah's Witnesses? I thought they were
no
Baptists.
No,
or Catholics at the most.
Nah, she was Jehovah's Witness.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's a fun fact. I had no idea.
Yeah, that's why, she's no longer with us, because they don't believe in blood transfusions. And if she would have had a blood transfusion, she would have survived that gunshot wound. Which a lot of people have said, that was like one of the peaks of the medical fights that was going on in life, because they were like, should religion supersede the recommendation of a doctor? If a doctor says that this is going to save your life, but it requires you to put your religion to the side, do you say no, F that? Or do you say, you know what? I'm gonna let God take care of it.
See, when you say let God take care of it, I hate to say it, but it never ends well for you.
Not even that. If God did not want a doc, like I look at the whole time frame of what makes sense to me when it comes to religion, right? So if a doctor is saying, okay, Minx, you need this, but my religion is saying, like, no, God heals all, then at that point we have to explore, perhaps maybe God put this person on this planet to save your life. Perhaps. That might be, because y'all say y'all believe in miracles and shit.
And I just think it's really funny how, like, say you get cured or you healed or, things turn out for the better. And the first thing you say is, I want to thank God.
Praise him.
Praise Jesus for healing me. Fuck these doctors that went to school for 4 to 6 years. Fuck the doctors that went through debt that they have to pay back for the rest of their natural lives. Fuck the years of clinicals, the sleepless nights of studying on what to look at to make sure you don't die on my clock. Forget all that. Praise Jesus.
Yeah, forget that. That means absolutely nothing.
Or it's praise God. Doctors did their thing.
Yeah. But
doctors did their thing.
Shut up. That's what makes me laugh, right? Because there was a couple of smart ass comments in that thread about me being black and shit that I really should not have a quip about it.
You know what?
First of all,
I totally disagree with that.
Well, I would say like that kind of shit bothers me, which shows the colorism in the Latin community, because my lineage is Cuban and Caribbean. So I'm more, I would say, because I look black, y'all are going to like try to make me feel like, oh, this Negro is in this Latin conversation. But I'm like, well, I know that my ancestors that actually traveled from Cuba all the way to the United States, I know that they are blacker than my ass, and they speak Castilian Spanish. I don't speak Spanish. I understand it. Obviously, I sound like a white chick, so that's why I can't really get that dialect down. But I understand it. I understand what "que te pasa de pique el culo" means, which means what the fuck is up your ass. But when you have these
how is it that they have so much and that was the one thing you retained?
Right.
That was the one thing you retained.
Right. So I'm like, I used to always face that. Like, when you're black, you're not black enough because you're light skinned, or if you want to participate in Afro Latina things, oh, you're too dark to be considered Latin. Yet my cousin Katie is directly from Cuba, which is my grandfather's sister's daughter, is directly from Cuba, and she is black as fucking night. When I first met her, I was like 5. She came over for a barbecue, so I walk over to her and I'm like, "Could you pass me the tongs? Because my nana's asking for it." She turns and looks at me. Now I was expecting this. "Oh, baby, of course I got it for you." No, she was like, "Oh my goodness, she don't speak no. She only speak English. She don't speak Spanish." And I'm like, that was the first time I have ever seen a black person speak Spanish.
And that was the worst Southern impression I've ever heard in my life.
I know, right?
You tried. You tried. I give you an A for effort.
But that's what she said. She was in shock. So when I got older, I was taking Spanish class. So I walk over to her and she's like looking over the studies, and just her trying to speak English was funny. She goes, "Oh, you keep studying. You keep studying. You understand it. You'll get it." And I'm like, I still can't believe that this mother love woman. Look, it sounds just like a fucking Puerto Rican. Like, oh my God! Like
nothing but a boat trip away.
Right. So that's why I was laughing at I'm like, they were tag team. This is what it was. They were tag teaming me on that post because you saw how I just kept sticking to the topic.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, well, if you think I'm a bully, please tag Facebook on the comments that I left that was me bullying, because when I clearly said what I said, it wasn't up for a debate.
It wasn't, they took it there, but it wasn't that damn deep for real.
Yeah, they took it, like she took it to another level. And then she went and she tagged one of her friends on Facebook and said, "Oh, look, come into this. She disrespecting Las Salinas." Okay, cool. You come in with your little friend and y'all are arguing with me, double teaming me. And I just was asking a simple question. Why are y'all going so hard? Like, are y'all part of the cast? Are you part of the production company? Are you
Is your cousin the boom operator? Like, what's going on there?
What is this? And then after all of that, because I was like, I can't believe, because I was cooking and shit, so I didn't really care. It wasn't like I was wasting time, really. So I was like, I cannot believe I allowed 2 dumb bitches to argue with me. And then I know she went and tagged another one of her little friends because her little guy friend came in talking about
Diego.
Yeah. So I said, here's a screenshot. I think you want to direct this to Sarah because she's the one that posed that question.
Right.
The whole situation was just annoying. And I just was like, yo, this just goes to prove you my skits matter. My skits mean something. Especially that skit when I had put up with the dude that put up the clickbait post and then had the 2 bitches fighting in the comments and the chick talking about all that crazy shit. Now, this is a public fucking forum. How many times did this chick say that?
Yeah. It didn't matter. I mean, it didn't matter.
Bottom line was this. These people were pissed because all I said was we need to have more originality when it comes to entertainment. We need to chill with the reboots. We need to chill with the remakes. And we just need to reach out to these communities of people that have authors.
Fresh ideas.
Right. And I'm like, how the fuck y'all get mad over that?
Miss Elisa Reyes, ma'am, you really need to relax. I mean, there's never been a series about her, so I don't know what you're getting at. There's a whole movie. Why do you need a series? There's a whole entire movie. And if you really want to spread the generational wealth of Selena y los Dinos, then honey, Wikipedia is your friend.
Right.
She's got a whole catalog. She's got a whole discography.
And they play the movie like 100.
They play the movie 1,000,000 times a day, and I watch it every time it comes on.
Every time it's on. But
and I always catch the part where she's at the fairgrounds as a little kid.
That's my favorite part.
That part And then the part where she grew up and she took off her jean jacket, she had on the little bra.
Yeah.
That's my favorite part.
It's a bra. It's a bustier.
It's the boosty, yeah, Abraham. It's a bra with little sprinkly things on it.
They went hard because they assumed this is a black bitch that is trying to take away something from us.
But Sarah Martinez, ma'am, you seem to have grasped the concept of what Minx was trying to say, and we thank you. Everyone else,
Everyone else.
take a back seat. Look out the window. Enjoy the ride.
There's an etiquette with talking to people online. This is why I really boil everything down to the fact that some of y'all are just fucking broke and angry. You have no hustle. You have no income coming in. Your job is at stake because this coronavirus is coming back with a vengeance because it has mutated. It is mutated. And y'all, and this is how I know this was a personal attack, because I didn't say anything about my podcast. I didn't say anything.
Which means they had done a little homework.
Of course they did. So I'm like, if I'm mad at you, I gotta be really mad at you to research you.
Like, why would I even click on your profile to see what it is that you do?
Yeah, why?
And because you stuck to the topic and because we was telling the truth, you know, they got a result to your failed podcast.
Right. I was like, really?
Bitch, how you know it failed? You never tuned in.
How do you assume? And then they said it was a SoundCloud podcast. That's how I know y'all don't fucking. Yeah, I don't know. Nobody put podcasts on SoundCloud, and if they do, it's because they're trying to
get it going,
get a fan base. I mean, we're past growing a fan base. We're 2 years into this shit. I don't need SoundCloud to help me with my podcast. So I said, yeah, you can go ahead with that thought.
And then it was, monetize, throwing big words around, bitch.
I was like, yeah, that must be a very big word for you, monetize. I'm like, yeah. I don't like to shit on people. I don't like to fight with people online. What's up, David? I just think that y'all need to chill. If y'all see a comment you don't like, and it don't have nothing to do with your bank account or your life, that's why I said, how did this?
And especially if we didn't tag you in it, like.
Right. I said, I'm sorry that this post has crippled you emotionally, mentally. Like, I'm sorry that my post really got into your feelings like that. But never again, y'all. Never again. I just entertain the shit because you know what? Bottom line is that you fight with 759 or you fight with me. You know what happens? A very, very special thing occurs. We come on here on our monetized platform and we talk about it and we laugh at you with social media and we still get paid. So please explain to me why do y'all keep persist on trying to fight with people that got small platforms? Why?
Listen, Alyssa, is it? And the rest of y'all.
Suck a dick, motherfucking dick. Suck a dick, suck a huge or small.
Okay. So
I can't with you. I can't with you.
Off of that. Speaking of God and all. So your president
Oh Lord.
He says that catching the virus was a blessing from God. And he promises the speed of the approval of this drug that he is all of a sudden taking and feels that he's 20 years younger.
You mean steroids? That would do that.
It could be crack, hell, we don't know. It could be crack, hell, they could have just gave him a placebo. We don't the fuck know. He don't know.
No, he definitely doesn't know.
He definitely doesn't know. So good luck with that. The virus was a blessing from God.
Wasn't a blessing to a lot of families that lost their loved ones who died by themselves. It wasn't a blessing to anybody that is still recovering. Their lungs are like fucking paper bags. They can't breathe on their own properly, like almost like they've smoked 100,000 cigars within the last year. It wasn't a blessing to them. It wasn't a blessing to the kids that can't go to the park, that can't go to school, that can't resume life. They can't even go trick-or-treating.
I don't know why he would even come out and say that.
Why would you say it's a blessing? It's a curse to a lot of us.
David said 20 years later, he's still 90. Hell yeah. Just old looking, just, ugh. Just, ugh.
I say things in the likes that you will never see ever again.
You stupid.
Oh my God, on some real shit.
For real, like that. I still, wait. Before we go further, what happened to patient zero? Can we please discuss for 2 seconds what happened with patient zero? Is this person still alive? They kicking? They dead? What's the deal here? Like, who is patient zero?
That sounds like a conspiracy question, my friend. Patient zero. There was no patient zero. They just fucking sprayed this shit all over the United States. Face Off says, it wasn't a blessing for me to stay home. I ain't got used to that shit.
And some people haven't got used to just sitting at home and unable to work. And you got your states trying to cut benefits and all this crazy shit. It's not a blessing to a lot of people. Number 45. You that ain't it.
That's a horrible thing to say. It's a blessing.
And I hate the fact that all of a sudden, quote unquote, air quotes, y'all, he got the virus, but he got a drug that helps him get over it. Meanwhile, we got people right now that can't afford basic shit.
Well, you know what? That's why I keep saying I really think a lot of this shit is orchestrated. Sneezy, what's goody?
What's up?
Sneezy says my thick ass done gained 20 pounds.
I probably gained more than that.
Face Off says, let's not forget about the people who died over the trials of the new vaccine that they received. Was that a blessing to them too?
Listen, all I know is it's some bullshit going on. And it just so happened that, we're in the middle of an election, which sucks because we already know, and I shouldn't have to say this, but if number 44 was to go through this whole thing and say, yeah, I got the coronavirus, and then he runs up 3 flights of stairs and all this extra, and oh my gosh, he's exploiting people getting sick, impeach, yeah, hang them, whatever. Y'all know.
Well, speaking of the
I
election,
gotta say it.
Speaking of the election, this might be a dope ass segue.
Segway queen.
That should be a segment.
Because you know how to do that. Flawless.
Yo, what is up with these celebrities that are posting videos of themselves naked and telling people to vote? Chris Rock, several others. Look at my Twitter. I retweeted it with an angry comment. I said, what in the fuck? It's bad enough that I turn on my Xbox and this motherfucker's reminding me, make sure you vote. I'm like, look, mofo, I'm just trying to get on Warzone and turn the fuck up. I don't need y'all to. I'm trying to leave the real world when I turn on my Xbox. I'm trying to leave the real world. I'm literally becoming a drug pin on fucking Grand Theft Auto, and y'all got to remind me of the real world again? What's up, Jerusalem? Yeah, Sneezy said full nude. Yeah, fully nude. I don't need to see no old people titties. I don't need to see that. And then what's her face? The chick that was
Oh, whoa. Hold on. I'm gonna play this clip, y'all. Forgive me.
Mama.
A I'm naked.
I'm completely butt-ass naked.
I'm naked.
I'm like naked.
There isn't a man behind me. These are my hands.
Why you want me to be naked?
I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Ruffalo, put your clothes on.
To be honest, I wish I could cover my hands with my boobs, but here we are.
I'm here to talk to you about voting. Did you know that ballots could be naked?
And if you don't do exactly what I tell you, your ballot could get thrown out.
This is my ballot. Just got it.
First of all, when your ballot comes, you're supposed to read the instructions.
Read and follow the instructions that come with your ballot.
If they say to use a black pen, use a black pen.
I know that's like literally the least sexy thing a completely naked person could say, but
But I have crumb like can of Pepsi. Is problem?
Number 2.
In some states like Pennsylvania.
Why are y'all butt ass naked? Listen, all y'all had to do, y'all could have did that whole PSA with clothes on, and the point still would have been the same.
Yo, Face Off, that was actually my favorite ad. I'm not even going to front. Did you see the one with the strippers? The strippers, you know I would love that because, you know, Minx loves strippers. So, you know, it looks like a regular video, right? And then it's like they got like ass in the camera and they're, you know, they're twerking and they're on the pole and they're telling you to vote. I'm like, yo, I want to go vote right now. And I don't know what I'm voting for because your ass and titties look nice. Yes, Sneezy, you need to see it. It's not really bad. It's tasteful, but you know, and it's like they look so like it kind of reminds me of, you know, how Cardi B is like mad educated, but they try to make her sound dumb. Sneezy said my parents checked my history. I keep forgetting Sneezy.
Oh, he's a minor.
It's tasteful. It's tasteful, guys. When I saw it on Instagram, at first I was like, "What the hell is this?" I thought it was for a music video, and then yeah, they were wearing like their American colors, you know, red, white, and blue, and they're twerking in slow motion, and they're telling you about the importance of voting. And I'm like, cool.
No, so much nope.
I was like, yeah, yes.
You are a freak.
Look, I just love beautiful women. I love beautiful women.
That's great, but I don't need to see your ass cheek just to know I have to vote.
Well,
Call me whatever.
if you're gonna trap me into
The
voting,
last thing I need to see is Chris Rock butt ass
yeah,
to tell me that I need to vote and read directions before I listen. I voted before, twice actually. I know how this works.
well, some people are voting for the first time, so I get it.
Oh,
But
so y'all just gonna grab a ballot and start circling away? Y'all not gonna read what it is y'all doing?
I'm scared. This is my first time. I don't know what to expect.
If Doja Cat's titties is enough for you to get out there and vote, I have no words.
Doja,
If titties period is just enough for anybody to go out and vote,
can we lay on them when we vote?
that's on you. That's
I'm just messing with you guys.
no, she's not. She's
I got a
dead.
whole ass man in the next room. If he was to hear me talking like this, he would say, "Babe,
Matters none.
is there something that we should talk about?" Like, yes, babe. I'm into that. Can we get a girlfriend, please? No, I'm kidding. I gotta be a girlfriend. I gotta be a good wife first. Before I even
You're already messing that up because you.
I still didn't. Yo, anybody in the comments throughout the show, please give me suggestions on what you get someone for their birthday when they have everything. Everything. I don't know what to get them.
Some car fresheners.
Them shits give me a headache.
A steering wheel seat cover set.
He said Hub Premium. Yeah, if he was into that stuff, he really he doesn't like pornography.
I know. I'm telling you. Get him some LED lights for his car.
He has them already.
Oh shit. Okay. The little steering wheel seat kit that I was telling you about just now.
He has it. My fiance, yeah. My fiance's birthday's on Saturday. Everyone kept saying on Twitter, they were like, you should give him some time. I said, we've been in quarantine since March. I mean, all we have is time. A gun, that's a man's best friend. Well, I got him a machete, but that shit is very scary.
And illegal, but go ahead.
A gun, yeah, my shit is, oh my God. I'm trying to get a samurai sword for when I get into the new place. I want to have it like behind me. He said Rocky 1 through 4. He's a car guy. We'll figure it out, y'all.
Fast and Furious 1 through 7. How about that?
So that I have to be subjected to watch that shit?
You can sit right there where you are and video game your life away while he fantasizes about driving at top speed. And every so often you hear, wow! Just out of nowhere.
I don't know. It's hard to shop for him. He has everything.
It's hard to shop for me too. While I don't have everything, I have pretty much everything I need.
That's a good idea, Jerusalem. He says a piston keychain. He says Face Off says a Gas Monkey t-shirt. They fire if he's a car guy. Gas Monkey. See, the thing is, what sucks about it, like people ask me, because he's into the cars, I'm into the music, like, do we ever collectively come together? Hell no. We separate that shit. He got his own garage. I got my own studio. I'm cool.
Yo, producer Super Cranky just says strippers are the real A&Rs.
They are.
That's wild.
They technically are.
Because they know if I could twerk my ass to this song, this joint gonna blow up.
I tried to pay a chick to twerk to one of my songs, but then I felt like a pimp. So I felt weird. I was like, no, never mind. I was going to pay her the $250. I just, don't know if I was subjecting myself to like stooping to a low level by paying a stripper to twerk to my song.
I can see you paying a stripper to do that. I can totally see you doing it.
Well, I asked her how much she charges. She said $80. So I said, no, F that. I'll give you $250. Do like 3 videos.
Wait. She's only charging $80 for those are Walmart prices. Come on now. She needs to step her cookies up.
Only 80. She says, well, she is what I call one of the good strippers. She was just like, look, it's a Reels. It's only less than 30 seconds. Why would I charge you more?
Right.
So I was like, okay. All right. So I said, how about I give you $250 and you do like 3 videos. So she was like, why are you so nice? Like she wanted to make sure I wasn't like a dude, like I wasn't a sugar daddy.
You're not scamming her.
No,
Are you?
No, I just didn't.
Y'all out here scamming strippers. Y'all need a life.
On some real shit. I keep forgetting that Stay Fleets changed his name. Stay Fleets. I'm still gonna call you Stay Fleets. I don't care.
Still Stay Fleets. I don't care what the. No.
What do they look like? They look. They've only seen GTA strippers. Well, they don't look like their face has been through a popcorn machine. Hi, it's the little one.
Hey,
yay!
She's right on time.
Yes, she is. Say hi, everybody.
Oh, I gotta give her one of these, y'all. I have to. Yeah.
Hey.
That's my buddy.
She's always hyped. Like she knows. Like on Friday, I was getting ready for the Mink show, and she's like, "Mommy, I can come in and say hi." I said, "It's not that kind of show." And she looked so mad. She said, "Mommy, you're mean." And like,
tell her, Gina.
Didn't you say that I was mean because I said that it wasn't that kind of show? Yeah.
See, she's our unofficial program director / third host. She doesn't say, but she doesn't say much. She's gonna cute factor.
She's gonna inherit all this. You see this, Simba? This is yours.
Everything the light touches.
Everything the ring light touches.
What's that over there? At the ring light, don't touch it. Don't touch it.
Elephant Graveyard would be the haters.
You must never go there.
You must never, ever go there, young Simba.
Simba. I swear, if y'all remake Lion King, I'm kicking some ass. I'm sorry.
They did. Didn't they do that with that Beyonce film?
Huh? That wasn't a Lion King remake.
Oh, it wasn't? I thought it was. What was that about?
It was called Black is King. And of course, she had a shooting in Africa, so I guess in turn it was a Lion King remake.
Yeah, and
Set to music.
with those two female producer teams, that the only two female producers that actually produced for that film.
Hey, I ain't mad at it.
I ain't either. Not at all.
Oh yeah, they did remake. They did a live action.
Are you going to see?
I haven't seen it though.
Are you going to see? I kind of want to see Mulan. I want to see that. That was one of my favorite movies.
I'm gonna need Mickey D's to come back out with the Szechuan sauce. I'm on my Rick and Morty. I need y'all to come back with that when they drop that movie.
For real.
That Szechuan sauce.
If they shall ever.
Oh, today is 007 day. Shout out to the real 007 Sean Connery. Everybody else.
Hey.
What?
It's always like the Batman debate. Like, who is the best Batman?
Listen, for those that don't know, I'm a big James Bond fan. I've seen 22 out of 25 movies. I think it's 25. I think there's... Hey, Siri. Shut up, Mix. I hate you. See, she always got to clown my Siri, man. Hey, Siri. How many James Bond films are there?
Here are some James Bond movies. Spectre. Quantum of Solace.
Okay. Thank you.
Skyfall.
Thank you. No problem. He actually said no problem.
Oh, Stay Fleet says, that's not Siri. That's Sergio.
Sergio. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4. 24. The ones that they showed, I've seen them all. Sean Connery is my number one Bond.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I love Pierce Brosnan. Pierce
is a close second. I didn't like him at first, but he's a close second. Roger Moore and what's his name? Timothy Dalton, they tie for third.
Mm-hmm.
There was a guy, George Lazenby. He only did one movie, but that was my favorite one that's one of my favorites out of the whole series. Let's see who else. Roger, did I mention Roger Moore?
Yeah.
His shit was campy. I didn't like him.
Yeah.
The Man with the Golden Gun, they could have kept that.
Yeah, that was, oh my gosh.
I didn't like Daniel Craig at first.
I refused to watch it.
Oh, but you got to.
I refuse. I've stopped after that. I was like, you know what?
At least watch Casino Royale. I think that was his first time out.
Yeah, I think that was his first, yeah.
Yeah, you got to watch that. So today is 007 day.
007 day. So today we're going to watch GoldenEye.
Too bad I can't play it.
No, I love GoldenEye. I think that's my favorite game.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm still mad that I'm surprised with all the developers, all these people that have money to create apps have not come out with a GoldenEye cross-platform game.
And we sit here and we talk about we don't want movies to do reboots, but we're looking for a video game reboot over here.
That True Crime, Streets of New York.
Yes.
Bring that back.
Bring it back.
It is Retro Wednesday.
It is Retro Wednesday. You got to bring it back for the culture.
Bring that back.
Speaking of Retro Wednesday, I forgot to look up my retro stuff. I was eating dinner and stuff and forgot all about it.
Stay Fleet says they haven't sold the rights to the game platforms. Yeah, they come on, man. This would have been the perfect pandemic.
Oh, the perfect pandemic game. You doggone right. Call of Duty who?
Yeah, and people are still playing PUBG.
What's that other one called? Was it Rocket League or something?
I think so. Because I recently just started playing the Among Us, which it makes me really...
I'm still trying to figure out where that came from.
It came from nowhere. Or is that a Soulja Boy game? Because I don't know.
Well, one way to find out.
Yeah, who started? I know it was I was reading up on the developers of the game, but I don't know who really sat there. Hey, why don't we create a game that will break up friendships?
Oh, well, get this, and this is via Wikipedia. Among Us is an online multiplayer social deduction game developed and published by American game studio Innersloth and released on June 15th, 2018. Why are we just now hearing about it now?
Pandemic games.
The game takes place in a space-themed setting where players take on one of two roles, most being crewmates and predetermined number being imposters.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's a good game. I mean, you Sneezy, this is a dope game. I'm telling you. I watch when Soldier Boy plays. It's so funny because you literally you're managing a ship, and out of nowhere, people wind up missing, and then you find their bodies, and then you have to figure out which one of your crew is out here offing everybody on the ship. And you have to vote. You got to vote people out and eject them from the ship. And then when it comes out that it wasn't them, I'm like, now we got to figure out which one of you three is out here knocking everybody off. It's really a good game. It's a good game. It's good when you play online with your friends, though. Random people is, I'll eject anybody. I don't care. But you can also be the imposter. You could be the person that's out here killing everybody.
Like I said, it's like playing Clue on meth.
Yeah. With weird Toe Jam and Earl graphics.
Yeah, that is very 8-bitish.
That was my favorite game, though.
With Toe Jam and Earl?
Yeah, I used to play that all the time. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. And
y'all remember Earthworm Jim?
Yes.
I had that game still. For the Sega Genesis, I have it still.
Damn. And Gino had actually some really dope gaming systems that we obviously, retailed, but he had some real throwbacks. Like that was
I have a copy of WWF for Nintendo. I don't have a Nintendo. But I do have that.
That's gonna be worth something.
Mm-hmm. It was $2.99 when I bought it. So yeah.
And now that GameStop is going out of business.
Is it?
That's what y'all get for offering. All right, Sneezy, have fun at church. Make sure you stay elevated and let the Lord engulf you with his love.
Try not to have it crash down as you step in. Because you've been hanging with us.
I know, right?
I don't want to be the reason why you see us in purgatory. I don't want to be that reason.
Forgive me,
Seven, you're here too?
Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. What was your sin, my child? I was tuned into the Random Talking Indie Music Show. Minx was talking about strippers. I don't know what to do.
Oh, well. I'm sorry. You have to go that way.
You have to go with them. Yeah, okay.
Fine.
Don't hang with us.
Anyway.
Don't pull on that.
Let's go ahead. Let's jump into a topic, y'all. Let's just jump into this topic real quick. So Cardi B was under fire a little bit. She was promoting a fundraiser, and she didn't, or her team didn't do the research in which, what the fundraiser was for. It was a virtual fundraiser for Armenia. The post was shared amid Armenia's escalating conflict with Azerbaijan over the Nagorno-Karabakh territory. I didn't mean to put the in there, but that's what it looks like it needs. Yeah. CBS News reports that over the past week, dozens of people have reportedly died and hundreds have been injured due to the clash. International leaders have since called for both sides to agree to a ceasefire. So there's a war going on, and they're doing it was a flyer out called Armenia Aid, and it's a virtual fundraiser. And I guess she was supposed to be. I mean, I don't think she's supposed to be part of the fundraiser, but she was promoting it, trying to show support. And, well, they didn't take too kind for that.
There's a lot of scams going on online. It's crazy.
Yeah. So in this case, when you've got scams going on, when you've got fundraisers going on, when you've got virtual concerts going on, and they say, hey, Cardi, hey, Minx, hey, whoever, we need you to promote this. Don't do a fire festival and just dive in.
Yeah, as celebrities, which this is how we know, this is how I know for a fact that y'all don't have your management together. You guys are flying solo, and we could tell.
Mhm.
Just like with us, when we get presented with an opportunity, you know, we have to do our research. We have to make sure that it's something that's going to be beneficial to us. We have to make sure that it's something that's going to be fruitful, that's actually going to generate some sort of promo or income, or, you know, even a fan base. And you celebrities are so desperate for your next dollar that you are actually, you know, unintentionally giving away your whole platform, your entire brand to people that are just going to destroy it and fuck it up. And then people are going to hate you. And then now you're going to have to do damage control talking about, I didn't know. No, bitch, you knew.
No, you know.
You knew because you knew what the risk was when you hired someone, you hired a company, or you hired an agency, or even if you look at something and thinking that, oh, this is going to be a fundraiser, so it's going to be good for my brand. No, you're killing your own brands, y'all, by thinking that you're helping people. And that's the shit that I always say, like, how do y'all allow your legacy to be destroyed over being ignorant?
Mm-hmm. It only takes 10 minutes to look up some shit. I mean, save yourself some time.
Even less than that. It don't. That's the problem. Like when I think about podcasting and all these people that do what we do.
Or try
to copy. I feel that like the majority of the shit that I do is because I have researched and read so much. Like people really think that I'm joking when I say I am up. Like you can ask Gino. We'll ask Gino. Babe.
New segment, Ask Gino live.
That's actually a perfect segment for Gino. Gino. How late do I stay up reading and shit? No, honestly, give a ballpark. 4:30 in the morning. Who's bothering you? Me? Oh, my bad. Oof. Program director says you're bothering me.
Yeah, you're disrupting daddy time.
So I'm up late, y'all. 3-4 o'clock in the morning. I'm not saying this to toot my horn. I'm just saying that when you got people like me that sit up late doing research and just reading about social media marketing and shit, and even having a full fucking magazine on top of that. Did you see the magazine, Seven?
No.
No? So I have a new magazine. It's a digital magazine. It's for Minx Radio. It's like a kind of like a, how can I say it? I created it so that this way we don't have to look for topics.
Yeah, I hadn't had a chance to like delve in and get into it.
Oh shit.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I got scared.
Oh, I like blam blam.
That was my toe, my big fucking foot.
What size shoe do you wear?
8.5 wide.
They're not that big. My feet, we wear the same size shoe. What's the problem?
Because you know what? I actually have my laptop on the floor at an angle now because I just said, you know, I also took out my battery because my battery, I think, is the reason why I was also fucking up my Ethernet shit. But this magazine that we have, y'all, I want to tell you guys why it's important that you guys keep your eye on it.
Mm-hmm.
So the magazine is called Open Aux Magazine. It's pretty cute, you know, nice little publication and shit. So basically with Open Aux Magazine, I find articles, I post them, and, you know, it has to do with marketing, social media, and of course, showcasing the dope artists that we come across. I share it daily, and, you know, each month will have its own edition. And, my favorite segment is called the Playlist Spotlight, because we're going to spotlight the artists that got the most streams on my playlist. And of course, we're going to be giving back to the artists that got scammed by creating a playlist for them and pretty much putting together a magazine for them, so that people can get to know the artists that really thought they were being warranted an opportunity. Which is still going on, by the way. Fuck you, Bow Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy how there's a mixtape out and he ain't even promoting his own mixtape. Which begs the question, did he even put that together? Does he know that exists?
I don't think any of these artists know what's going on besides Fat fucking Joe.
Because, you know, they leaked Jay Electronica had to they pretty much forced his hand. He had a new album in the tuck and it got leaked. Everybody heard it, so they went on and put it on Tidal.
How do records get leaked so easily like that?
This is why you don't need 20 people in the studio with you. The only people that need to be in there is your producer, your engineer, and you.
Exactly. It's just
because somebody took a clip, and you know how sneaky people do. They be sitting in there.
Yeah, you wouldn't be in my studio.
Yeah, you wouldn't be in my studio. Matter of fact, turn your friends, turn your phone off. Tell your friends, beat it. Wait in the car, or come back and pick you up after the session.
Mm-hmm. You go to the studio to work. I could tell you as an engineer how many times I used to tell these artists, right? They would come with their fucking entourage. I'm like, oh, y'all are recording? Oh, no, just him. Okay.
What is that? We're ready to check for unwanted. No. Get out of here. I don't need you checking nothing. Uh-oh. Yep, here we go. Strike one. Strike one.
Okay. No, I had to, I literally wanted to like jump out the window just now because I literally don't know what the fuck is going on with my Wi-Fi.
Her Wi-Fi.
We're good though. We're back on.
We bike.
We bike. Yeah, I don't fucking get it. I gotta call the cable company because now this is not how this is supposed to happen. But anyway, when you go to the studio, you go to the studio to work. If you want to hang out with your friends and shit, hang out with your friends after your session. When you bring them to the studio and they smoking and they're drinking, you fucking up the vibe. Mofos have to clean up after you.
And then the artists can't focus on what they're supposed to do.
Yeah, they can't focus on what they're supposed to do because they're too busy trying to impress you and make you look like, we're working. Only you know if you're working, That's why I laugh at like people when they go and they take pictures with celebrities, this rapper, this singer, whatever. And then, we working, we doing big things. No, mofo, you just took a picture with a person that is popular and they don't know nothing about you. You a fan. You a fan. What I will say is that there were times when we had, celebrities come out to my dad's studio and shit. I didn't even know who they were. They were coming in at 3 o'clock in the morning, late night to record and fly back to California that morning. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's the lifestyle that it was back then. It wasn't back then. You couldn't record and send your shit to the studio because that's not what we had it equipped as. You had to be in the studio at the time.
Yeah, everything was in-house.
Everything was in-house, even everything. So what's up, Beats Mode? So whenever we have these types of situations of that, I just don't understand how in this day and age with so many biters and people that are greedy that you're going to allow people to be in the lab to leak shit. And then now
the hand is forced and now they have to upload it.
They have
because If people know Jay Electronica, you will get one album every 10 years. If you're lucky. He just dropped one last year, I think mid last year. And I wasn't expecting to hear anything else from him for the rest of the year. But according to Twitter, it got leaked. And so he came out and addressed it and said, well, I appreciate the love and support. Now, some people, he took that very gracefully. He thanked everybody who listened to it, this, that, and the third. Me, I would have been one pissed off ass artist. Like, who's leaking my shit?
I wouldn't. I tell you.
And now you're not going to get the next project because apparently y'all can't wait.
When I make it, depending on what y'all believe making it is, I don't really plan on fucking with anybody like that. I mean, I don't really want an entourage. I don't want a bunch of fake people around me. Just the people that I rock with to the top, those people. And that's it. Like, I don't want no new friends, no new friends. It's a wrap. That's why I look at the people now. I kid you not. And I'm not saying this to be a dick. But ever since I posted up that article that I was interviewed in regarding these mixtape scams, I have been getting a surge of people that I know that never followed Minx Radio before. They were actually very cringed by the idea of Minx Radio. And then magically, all these people started following Minx Radio that I know. And then now all of a sudden you always believed in me. You always believed in my hustle. You always knew I would make a difference. The same people that have said that my music was trash, that my podcast was failing, I just don't understand. Like, that's why I think about the song that I had wrote when I said, nobody really gives a shit about you until you get a little bit of a buzz. What song was that? Oh, they don't ride on no wave until they see you pop, and they really don't ride.
They don't. We've seen it happen. I've seen it happen plenty of times. Oh, your girl Alyssa just answered me back. When I said, about the whole Selena movie, I said, look, take the DVD, show it to your kids, pass it on. Oh, so you're going to believe one false narrative over the other? Bitch, how you know this going to come out and give you truth? How you know this Netflix series is going to give you exactly what you need?
How do we know that it's actually going to go into a second or third season? It has to pass the pilot. They don't understand how numbers work.
Oh, apparently one of Selena's sisters is the producer. It's like a co-producer.
Yeah, because it's pandemic season and selling out your family for fame and fortune is at an all-time high.
And apparently Alyssa's getting flamed in here.
Why?
I don't know. It's just funny.
I left the whole thread because when I said, okay, good luck, I just left it like that.
Yo, someone just replied to you as well about a half hour ago. Joaquin Santana, listen, bruh. That's a racist ass comment. And I'm gonna tell you about yourself. He said, at Minx, I know, maybe a series about the road to stardom of Cardi B or a mini-series called Hillary versus Monica Behind the Scandal. Like, why would we need to see a thing about Cardi B? What are you trying to say?
We're black and we're not supposed to be commenting on anything.
Fuck all that. Fuck all that. Fuck all of that. Okay.
I could fuck up their whole day and delete the comment. Then they're not gonna be. Actually, that's what I'm gonna do.
No, don't delete the comment because then that means they won.
Like, no, that means that I won because I'm like, look, hold on. I've been said that. You know what? You're right. I'm not gonna delete the comment.
Don't delete the comment.
I'm gonna let them just fight amongst themselves until they realize that. Wow, this bitch is not replying. No, because you're beneath me now, bitch. Like, fuck out of here. I love social media.
I do, but don't. To keep my peace though, I stay away from our local news Facebook page. Dog.
I do too. I can't.
I have to I'll read a few, get a couple of laughs, and I might comment. Like this one lady told me, straight up to pack my shit and go back to Africa. I said, bitch, number one, how can I go somewhere I've never been? Number two, are you paying for my plane ticket?
First,
Number three, are you paying for my passport?
first class.
First class.
I love
Because if not, then you can kiss my ass and shut the hell up.
Did you see that argument I had with that African kid?
No. You are an internet bully for real. Like for real.
Bruh.
Like you just bullying everybody.
Actually, this is what it always happens. I leave an innocent comment that did not warrant for replies. And this dude decided that he wanted to climb into the replies. So this is what the conversation was. And I want you to tell me if I was wrong. Okay. So this is an African kid. Okay. And it just makes me so laugh because even Africans are racist towards black people. And
They
that
are.
doesn't make
They
any
are.
sense. They look at us like we're so, you became so Americanized. Well, what else were we supposed to become? I mean, we are Americans. Are you mad at that? And some of y'all need to understand that everybody that's black is not from fucking Africa. Some of us are originally from here. Some of our ancestors were originally from here. So y'all need to do some homework on the whole genealogy as to where your family came from. You need to stop trying to wrap everybody up into this little bow that everyone is from your fucking country. Because mind you, I didn't say continent. I said country because Africa is several countries, which means there are several cultures. Okay. So I'm going to tell you exactly what I had said, which a lot of people agree with. They're like, okay. So here we go. Let's head into the archives.
Oh, you archive everything.
Yeah, I don't keep my whole shit up for a long time. Cause it gets wild. Like, once I get to 1,000 posts, I'm like, I'm good. All right. So this was the conversation. Now I replied on a public forum and this dude testimony 94 says, anyone with African in them, stop being ignorant, acknowledge and understand where you come from and move back home because the USA is a melting pot with the laughing, crying face. So I replied back. I said, there are 54 countries in Africa, which makes it an ultimate melting pot, dude. LOL, right? He writes back, Minx Radio, Africa will never melt. No matter who milks or try to milk us. Your melanin comes from us. You guys are a product of a stolen generation of Africa. It is a shame that American side makes you so ignorant. But what do I know, right? I didn't reply.
What do you know?
I didn't see it because I have a life. So then he writes again, you them fake woke people who need to go back to sleep, Shawty. Right?
Oh, no, he ain't trying to give you the American slang and then called you ignorant. No, he didn't.
Here's my response. I said, the concept of a melting pot refers to a country that has several cultures. If a continent like Africa has 54 countries, then it would consist of several different cultures and customs. What I said has nothing to do with being fake woke. What I stated was facts, princess.
Princess.
This is why I don't like fucking commenting and leaving comments.
But you set yourself up. You set yourself up.
I did. Because I just thought it was so ignorant. Like you're black, but you're not supposed to be proud to be an American, right? I'm proud to be an American.
I had this Ghanaian tell me straight up, and I worked with two on the same shift. Jesus help me, right? So one was from the East, one was for the West. Now, the East Ghanaian told me that the people from West Ghanaian have more money, therefore they feel that they're more entitled, that they're better than the East Ghanaian and all this, that, and the third. Well, when it comes to Americans, they both come to an agreement that American men are lazy, that American men are dogs, that American men
We're
aren't,
not saying that,
aren't
Joe.
worthy. Yeah, these are the African, like from the motherland, and that the African American or the African American man should never call himself African American because he is not from the motherland. He would never be. He would never, never. And that's how it was explained to me.
I can just hear that combo now.
And the two of them, and I'm like, all right, y'all need to calm time out. and they actually believe, and this is East Ghanaian, and this is Ghana, period. If you are over the age of 25 and you have no children, you will be a laughing stock of the village. They will deem you psycho, something is wrong with you. They will also think that something is wrong with your insides.
Wow.
So they actually shame me for not having children because, Africans and like Chinese, they believe in big families.
I know, right? Beast Mode. Beast Mode says, who says I want kids? Laugh my ass off.
Samesies.
I always said,
who said I want to bust it open for the culture and have a little 7 running around? Who says I want that?
I'm mad that you said that shit. No,
little baby 7. Call him 6.5. You know what I mean? Just why would I want that?
They said, "Damn, 7." Laugh my ass off. Stay Fleet says, "I don't even watch movies with kids in it. Fuck that." Look, I never, as a kid growing up, I never wanted to have children, right? Because I wanted to be a nun on some dead ass shit before I got corrupted by the Bronx.
I can't see it. I can't see it.
Look, I was before I am now. If I was to show you videos of myself from when I was like 10, 11, 12, you would be like, that's not Minx. Nope. That ain't that Minx. Nope.
That's the twin sister.
Nope. I had my Coke bottle glasses and I was just like, hey guys, I'm just going to say one thing. I can't wait to be a veterinarian because I want to take care of sick animals and I want to give them a place to live. That was me. I was scared of boys. I was very scared of boys. I didn't think I was gay. I just was afraid of boys. I only hung out with boys. Like, an idea of like a girl asking me to play double dutch was very cringy to me because I'm like, what fun could you possibly have?
Jumping up and down
on
with the possibility of tripping over some what was that damn jump rope made out of?
Like
Twizzlers. Like the shit hurts when it slaps your leg.
Your leg, your ankle, anything, right?
Anything.
So the boy, like on my block as a kid, the only people that would play with me was boys. So Beast Mode said cable cords. It felt like it. There was a white
extension cords,
white cords that if you hit yourself with it, it was a wrap. You were not even getting a bruise.
Just the thought of hearing,
yes,
before you jump in,
yes. So
no,
the girls on the block mostly hung out with my twin sister because she did all that girly shit, and me, I just played my video games. I had Super Nintendo, so the boys used to always come over to my house to play video games. So, my grandmother used to say to me like, you okay? And I'm like, yeah, why? I don't ever see you hanging out with girls. I said, girls don't like me. They always want to fight me. And they say that I'm too much of like a guy. So that was my problem. I was a tomboy, right? I still am technically, but just with makeup. But that was just my whole thing. I didn't like hanging out with girls. Girls really make me feel like at the time really funny. When I say funny, I mean like I always felt like, okay, I wasn't girly enough to hang out with these girls. Like these girls have like their cleavage hanging out and I'm wearing like a fucking turtleneck. That was me.
Not the turtleneck?
I always wore turtlenecks and
no.
big glasses and pigtails. That was my look.
Yikes. I cannot see that.
Yeah, that was me. But I don't know. After a couple of years, like the boys, my principal pulled me to the side And she told me on some dead ass shit. She says, because this was a Catholic school, she says, now keep in mind the Trunchable. That was my principal.
Oh my gosh.
We
Put him
thought
in
that
the choky.
we really thought that they were related somehow.
Oh my gosh.
So she pulls me to the side. And this is, of course, before puberty and shit, because I didn't know what was going to happen to my body. I didn't care. So she says, you cannot hang out with the boys anymore. I said, well, why? What am I doing wrong? She says, you need to play with girls. I said, but they don't play basketball. They don't play basketball. They roll up their skirts. My skirt was down past my knee. They make fun of me. So she says, playing with boys means that you are going to be easy. I said,
Did she know that from experience, or?
It seemed like she was projecting her anger because of that. But
Hmm.
I go to my grandmother. I said, what is so bad about, I just don't get up with girls. I just don't. The girls I couldn't get up with.
I didn't really play with a lot of girls either.
Oh shit! I wish I could show this on the screen. Hold on. That was me.
Yikes.
That's Minx, y'all. That's Minx with the murder Urkel shit.
Oh my gosh.
That's me.
I didn't start wearing glasses till like high school.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't start wearing glasses till high school. Even then, I didn't have the Coke bottles. It wasn't that serious. Yeah, when I was growing up, I didn't play with a lot of girls either. I had my friends, but they were pretty much tomboys too.
Yeah, same. The same.
I mean, we ran, we played on the slide, we played on the swing, merry-go-round, pushed people in the dirt, skinned their knees and shit. Like, we did that. But I was never the dresses with you remember the socks with the frilly shit around the ankle.
Oh my God. The itchies.
Yeah.
Those itchy shoes. The itchies.
The itchies. I never had a name for those socks, but now we do. The itchies.
The itchies. I couldn't stand them.
But yeah, I wasn't that kid that I actually got teased because I kissed a boy on the playground. I thought he was cute, and I just ran up to him and just kissed him on the cheek. Like, how do you get teased for that? Like, come on now. I was like really embarrassed. I didn't want to go back to class. This was like 3rd grade. I didn't want to go back. I was like, oh, damn it. Like, we're friends to this day.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Well, one of the guys that I had liked, I found out that he was my cousin. Yeah. That's a true story. No, for real talk. I had just moved to Yonkers. I didn't know anybody in Yonkers. I just knew like people in my building because it was 27 stories. So kind of, gives you an idea of how small our unit was. So I go to the store, I'm chilling. This dude walks in, tall, reminded me of Will Smith a little bit. So I was like, nice. So I said to my sister, I saw this boy twice now. What should I do? So she's like, okay, you should try to give him your number. And I was like, but how do I look telling him that he can't call after 8?
Like, you can call me, but like cut it off at 7:59.
Exactly.
You cannot call me.
So I'm chilling. And this is a true story, guys. This is why it's real crazy. So I'm chilling. I see him again, right? So I make an excuse to go into the store, the bodega. So I walk in. I'm like, hey, Poppy, can I please have a sandwich, whatever, right? So he's making me a sandwich. So dude says, man, all that meat ain't good for you. I said, well, I'm skinny. I got to gain weight. So he starts laughing. So he starts asking me what school you go to, blah, blah, blah. So I said, oh, I go to Gordon. He's like, oh, I go to Yonkers High. I said, oh, that's what's up. That's cool. What grade are you in? So he's like, oh, I'm in the 10th grade. So I was like, oh, I'm in the 9th, So he's like, okay, where do you live? I said, I live right down the block. And he's just like, oh, I live right up the street. So I said, oh, cool. I said, you want to hang out sometime? So he's like, sure. So I go, I do my little dance. Ooh, got
him one.
I'm all hyped. So here's where I got shot in the throat. My uncle calls me. He's like, hey, I didn't know you guys moved back to Yonkers. I want you to meet your family. I said, okay. So me and my sister we go with my uncle, which is my dad's brother. We go to the house and, real nice. I hear music blasting somewhere. And I met my aunt for the first time. And I was like, oh, hi, aunt, whatever. So she's asking me about me. She said, I want you to meet my son. I said, okay. Oh, my God. When she called him, she goes, Blaze! Hey, yo, Blaze, come in the living room. What's up, Mom? And we both was like, I was like, it was like every feeling of that I had for him. It was just like ew. So now I was like, to this day, we I laugh about it. I said, yo, I was really trying to holler at you, dumbass. Oh my God.
Oh, now he a dumbass because you try to holler at him.
It was embarrassing as fuck.
I bet it was.
At that moment, I took him and I said, I want to meet all of my family.
Yeah, buddy, you better pull some ID.
He's like, all right, cool. So they did a plan, all came to my house. Oh, this is Haji. I said, what's up, Haji? I'm your cousin. He said, okay, this is John. I said, hi, John. I'm your cousin. I'm your cousin.
Like you just had that on a shirt. I'm your cousin.
I am your cousin. Don't touch me. But there is a lot of stories out here because you had daddies that were Rolling Stones and made a lot of children. And you got people like having so much chemistry saying, oh my God, this is too good to be true. And it turns out that that's your distant relative that you have never met and you're banging your cousin.
Here in Lynchburg is a little different in surrounding counties because it's so small. Sometimes I find
Bispo said, show me the family tree.
Right. Down to the roots, honey. I need to see the dirt. I need to see everything. Show me everything. Especially around here because the town is small relatively. So you will have people, marry people, divorce, marry people, marry people, marry people. Well, we find out who you're related to asking 3 questions. Who your mama know?
Mm-hmm.
What church does your grandma go to, if applicable? Because if not your grandma, your auntie, somebody goes to church. What church do they belong to? And who your daddy is. Now, that was kind of a sticky subject for me because I don't know I know him, of him, like I know him, but I don't know my father's family. I met them once, and that was just, I was totally out of place. So those are the only ways we can tell who's related to who. I found out at work. Actually, let's go back. 2001. I was in a history class with which turned out to be my cousin, and she had a baby picture that she was going to put in the yearbook, her before and after shit. And so I had my baby picture that I was going to put in for my picture. And so we swapped pictures to look, and oh my gosh, you were so cute as a kid. Oh my gosh, you look so cute as a kid. And then I saw her picture, and she had a man holding her. She was like a toddler, maybe. And I said, and mind you, I had met my father at 18. So this is like a few months removed from that. So I said, this man looks kind of familiar. Who's this guy right here? Oh yeah, that's my Uncle David. Your uncle? Yeah. So I flip over my baby picture and my mom wrote her name and his name on the back and my name on the back of it. I said, my father's name is David. Does he have a brother? He's got 2 of them. I said, is one of them named Raymond? That's my dad. I'm like, oh my God. So we found out we were cousins through a baby picture.
That's crazy.
Nuts. Like we're so close. Like the shit's funny.
That's why I be getting scared. Like,
it's weird because she looks more like my father than I do. I said, are you sure that's your uncle and not your father?
I mean, I'd be like, wow, because this is why I always say, the other thing too, even though I'm kind of conspiracy on it, but not really. The ancestry.com, yo, that shit is crazy. Okay, my twin sister did it. Like she did the swab and spitting into the petri dish shit, right?
Oh yeah.
My dad did it. My uncles did it. My cousins did it. Like, cause my dad is real adamant on building the family tree so we know where he's from, where we are from.
But y'all got plenty of branches, that's for sure.
What? We have a whole forest. So it was weird because, when my sister did, because my dad put me in control in case, God forbid, something happens to him. He has me as the legacy holder of continuing the tree. So my sister had did the Beats Mo said that's enough to call it a rainforest for real. So my sister did her ancestry DNA thing, and I got an email and it said, we found a new leaf. So I was like, who is going to be added to the tree?
Oh God.
I go and I look, it's my sister's name.
I
I said, what the fuck is this? So I hit her up. I'm like, yo, you popped up on ancestry.com. You have an account? She goes, yeah, I had to create an account because of, to get my results.
Right.
I said, oh, because you just got added to Dad's tree as a DNA match. So she says, yo, fuck Maury. Fuck Maury. Like, what? You got people finding out that, like, they are relatives of someone in, like, fucking Zamunda and shit.
Yeah.
So it's crazy.
I would be kind of leery to do that myself because I don't know what I'm going to find as far as my mother's side, because a lot of records weren't kept here, slavery and all that shit. So they didn't keep a lot of the records. Libraries got burned down, what have you. So as far as my mom's side, her father's side, I wouldn't find very much. However, I do know that there's a whole, and I call them a tribe because they all live within a 1 mile radius of each other in the next county over. That I do know that her father's family, they all live in about 5 minutes away, 10 minutes away from me. And I'm finding them on Facebook and I'm trying to connect the dots there and who was whose brother, who was whose cousin. So that's the way I'm doing it. But as far as spitting in a petri dish and sending it off, I don't know I don't know what to expect. I'm kind of scared, really.
That was one of the things that bothered me. I mean, I haven't personally done it. I mean, I know my twin sister is my twin sister. I hope.
No shit.
Shit be happening in those nurseries. I've always asked my grandmother like several times, like, are we really related? Are we really family? Because I think they picked
that girl is your.
They picked me by accident.
That girl's your sister for real.
But I feel like my only fear with these types of tests is that what do they do? Like, almost like with the blood, y'all take like 100 vials of blood. You take our DNA and do you archive it? Do you give it to the FBI? Like, do you use that to implicate us in other crimes? I mean, this is what I'm really thinking.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about, but I haven't done anything.
Because as of recently, I don't know if you've noticed when you watch the news and shit, you don't really see crimes like how they were back in the day. Like, mofos are getting caught red-handed these days. Back then, they would say,
dumbasses.
We found a sweat droplet that has the genetic markers of this. We know that they are Native American and we know that they are from this. And I'm like, yo, all that shit from a sweat droplet?
How about the dumbass that ate that went and killed this family? He ate a slice of pizza and left the shit at the crime scene. Like, how dumb was that? I just killed this whole family. I'm a little hungry, I guess. Ooh, look, pizza.
Why do people get so hungry after like killing people? I've noticed they or robbing people. They fucking like go into the fridge. They eating up the
big ass sandwich and shit
and leaving their DNA at the scene of a crime.
I guess adrenaline makes you hungry.
I think that would too.
I would definitely make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich if I just killed someone.
I remember on Forensic Files, there was one episode where a dude, like they found him based on the fact that he took a leak outside.
They found his pee on a leaf, huh?
They found his pee outside. And I'm like, yo, what did we learn today, children? When we kill people or murder,
You pee before you go.
pee before you go, you know. Beats Mode said, if you're going to eat the whole thing or take it with you. Exactly.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab a grocery bag. I'm gonna pack some bread and some peanut butter and a knife, and I'm taking it with me to go.
I used to pronounce knife as knife.
I'm gonna punch you in your throat.
I was in 3rd grade. My teacher's like, what did you just say? I'm reading and sick. And then Johnny Appleseed took a knife and
I just want to punch you in your throat. How dare you?
she said,
My cousin used to say sword.
for sword?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. And I couldn't say mosquito. I used to call them squatties.
How do you mess?
Hold on. Stay Fleet says they do that on construction jobs. If you pee, they'll match your shit. Yep. Beats Mode said knife.
Knife.
That was me.
My cousin couldn't say the word statistics, and so she would say statistics. The statistics. No, bitch. Try it again.
No, that's why I laugh. Like even with the podcast, I get like so you know when I have to read the articles out loud and shit. I think everybody just starts laughing because they be like, you know what? I ain't reading that shit. Y'all can catch this article on musicbusinessworldwide.com.
I've heard you say that plenty of like, you know what? I'm not gonna mess that word up. I'm just gonna put the link so y'all can read it on your own time.
I don't want to make y'all want to like exit the live. Like this bitch can't read for
She
shit.
can't read for shit, but she want to give us some tips on how to market.
Exactly.
So
But
non-reading ass.
that's exactly why I say it's all pressure. I think because when I'm
Pressure from who?
from seeing like you know you chilling and it's like the whole time you're like, please don't die. Please don't embarrass me. Please don't let this live interrupt. Please. So in my whole mind, I'm like, keep it together. I'm Minx and we're going to do this thing. And I'm like, oh my God, I just saw a discrepancy. This shit is about to get shut the fuck down.
See, I never get nervous of having to read and shit. It is what it is. If I fuck it up, I fuck it up.
Beats Mode says, Minx, can you pass me the knife? Don't put the knife in my back.
What you remember the episode on Family Guy with Stu? He was teaching the girl how to speak.
Whip.
Whip, a cool whip.
She said, I'm sorry, what? Cool whip.
Why are you emphasizing the H? Wheaton. Wheaton. Wheaton.
My whole neck is a Family Guy episode. I kid you not.
Oh my gosh.
Who wants to
The life of the wife is ended by the knife. Like blasts. The life of the wife is ended by the knife.
Yeah, that was a rude awakening that day. They said, you don't have to pronounce the K. I said, so why didn't they just write knife?
N-I-F-E, nif, and then you would have said nif.
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 I used to look like as a kid, I'm looking at word like good night moon. I'm like, good.
Nigga.
Good night. Good night moon.
Good night stars. Like you second guess yourself when you read.
But that's what's weird though, because I'm like I'm extremely like intelligent in some areas, but you know the day that you know I came to school, and you know these people, the superintendents and shit came, they all clapping and shit. I'm like, what the fuck is this? They're like, we just want to let you know. You know how they had those aptitude tests?
Mm-hmm.
They were like, you got 100%, and that's never been ever in the history of New York State.
Wow.
I said, did I do something wrong? Like, I didn't know. They made me feel like I did something wrong. I thought they were
If they're
trying.
clapping for you, why would you think you did something wrong?
I thought I did something. I always thought the worst. Even if my boss was like, "Hey, Minx, after your shift, I need you to come into my office." I'm like, "Oh my God, I'm gonna get fucking fired. I'm not gonna be able to pay my bills. Oh my God, I'm behind on like 2 credit card statements. Oh my fucking God." So I come in, I'm like, "Hey, Mark, what's up, boss?" He's like, "Minx, I know it's not working out. I was late for 2 times and I know I wasn't supposed to be. And yeah, I took my lunch early and, you know, I'm a horrible person. Just please don't fire me." He's like, "I was just going to tell you that we noticed that you have your period and I wanted you to go home with a thought knowing." I'm like, "Oh, that. Okay. Yeah, I got a leak."
Wait, whoa, huh?
He didn't want to make me feel funny, but I sprung a leak and you wanted to talk to me after work to tell me about that. And I'm over here thinking I'm getting fired.
You over there springing leaks.
I'm always, I just wanted to tell you because, you know, I didn't want you to think that, you know, everybody was looking at you funny today. And I don't want, why would you think you're getting fired? I'm like, I always think the worst, sir.
Sir? I always think the worst, sir.
He said, "Don't call me that." I'm like, "Oh, yes, I'm sorry, because 50 Shades of Grey just came out, and that's kind of weird."
So you over there springing leaks thinking you was about to get fired.
I honestly, I always thought the worst. I just have this thing about myself, like anything that good that happens, I'm not deserving, or anything that's amazing, you know.
I've never had that. I'm a whatever happens type person.
I became that.
I used to be one of those, like, I can't control every situation, so I panic and I still do this. I tend to overthink.
Most Libras do.
And when I overthink, I just shut the fuck down. Like, okay, I'm doing too much. That's what I do. Like, I'm doing way too much in my mind. I just need to cut the fuck off.
All that changed after I was introduced to marijuana. Some fuck it shit. I was like, I come to work and I'm stressing out because I was 20 minutes late. My bus was late and my boss never wanted to hear that shit. And my homeboy comes by my desk and he says, "Hey, Minx, you got a lighter?" I said, yeah. I said, "We're going to have a cigarette now?" He goes, "You can have a cigarette." So we go out. You know, he sparks up a blunt. I'm like, "Dude, what are you doing? They're going to know." He goes, "They're only going to know if you say something."
Yes, and you took it.
Of course I did. I was like, what's the worst that could happen? Yo, my boss was like, "Minx, I thought I told you that you need to breeze up away from my desk, bruh."
And you came in a totally different person.
Yo, after that, I was blazing on my lunch break.
I could see Minx now. Hi, I'm Minx Couture, and I used to be a geek, but I finally grew up. But then as I grew up, I started to overthink, and I thought the worst. But then I discovered, fuck it all.
Basically.
And if you're one in a million Americans like me that need fuck it all, just take 2. You feel better all day. And then you get the side effects, speaking all fast at the end of the commercial.
Hungry, happy, sleeping. My name's a dog.
Do not drink with alcohol. Do not drink with milk. Do not drink with water.
No, but it's true. It was until that moment when I smoked my first real blunt, because I was afraid to smoke weed for a very long time because I got angel dusted. Yeah, I'm still not right from that. So that explains a lot. I think that's where the problems began was all of that. He says saying all that in a nun outfit. Yeah, right.
Is angel dust, Holmes, and then you became a nun. What?
Yeah, that wasn't fair and that wasn't cool. They tried to dust my ex because he didn't give them whatever money he owed for weed that he bought from them. So they said, "Hey man, don't worry about it. Just take this on me." So here my dumbass, he's rolling up. He's like, "Yo, let me go make some pizza rolls first. You smoke that. Just hold on. I'll be right back." So, okay. And remember I told you before, I said, "Well, I can't watch a Weekend at Bernie's." I take 2 hits of this shit. And I was like watching a Weekend at Bernie's. And then like when he started walking, like it looked like he was coming out the TV. I said, "Oh, shit. What the?" Yo, I was scared to death. It took like 8 people. I was ripping my clothes off. I was too hot. Then I was too cold. They threw me in the fucking tub. They were like, "Yo, what is wrong with her?" So my ex was like, "Hold on a second." So he takes the blunt and he's, "Yo, this shit is angel dust."
And you in there swimming in the bathtub.
It's like, "Oh, washing me in my clothes." No, I was in bad shape. Literally they had to call my sister to come and get me because I really was like bugging the fuck out.
Thank God I've never been dusted. Oh my gosh.
I saw things that I will never forget. Like I was a friend of bunny rabbits for a long time.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's nuts.
it was really bad. And after that incident, I was like 17. I was like, I'm never smoking weed ever. So want to give it a second attempt and then to fall so deeply in love with it.
With the new, fuck it all. The new improved formula.
Yeah, State Fleet says that shit ain't no joke. It's not. It took me 3 years of therapy to get over that shit for the demons and shit that I saw.
Yeah, this guy that I spoke to, he texts me out of nowhere and says, "Hey, can I come by your crib real quick?" Then he gives me this elaborate ass lie. Me and my brother, we just got in a fight and I need to get out of here and da 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 da. So I'm thinking, okay, I can call you a cab. Where you trying to go? You know, that whole thing. Nah, I mean, can I just come by your crib for a little bit? Now, this guy, my mom didn't particularly like, because moms know best. I wasn't trying to hear it. So I said, yeah, come on over, do. So we're in the living room chilling. Then he starts acting funny. He was like, can we go upstairs? I'm like, okay, yeah, whatever. Let's go upstairs. So out of nowhere, he beelines it towards my mom's bedroom. My mom's like, what the hell? What's going on here? He said, I got to get out of here. I just got to get out of here. And this, that, and the third. So he goes to the bedroom window. Mind you, we're on the second floor. And he opens the window and tries to climb out of the damn window. This is when I knew I fucked up. I should have never let him in the house. He tries to get out the window. And so my mom was like, well, let me help him out. Poof. It pushes him out the window, shuts the window, calls the police. So he is on the roof of my house, bugging the fuck out. So next thing you know, I go downstairs. There's the paddy wagon. There's about 5 or 6 of LPD's finest. There's the searchlight. Bam. I've got neighbors all over the place. This shit's embarrassing as hell. He's laying on the roof of my house, army style. Police, don't shoot me, man. Don't shoot me. I'm high. I smoked a dipper. I'm high. Call my sister. I don't even know if he had a sister. Like at this point, it's like, because the whole thing just wasn't right. And so the police had to come into my house, go up my steps, go into my mother's bedroom, open her window, and convince him to come back in the house. When he took that first step, shackles on his ankle, handcuffs behind his back. They walked him down the stairs into the paddy wagon into Virginia Baptist Psych where he went. And he stayed there for a week.
Yeah, that shit will fuck you up.
I said, I'll never do this shit again. Never, ever, 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 ever.
No, there's something about that angel dust shit.
Oh, no, this wasn't angel dust. He smoked a dipper, which is weed dipped in embalming fluid.
Oh, that's even worse.
Who was getting that shit?
But you know what? The other thing they was mixing it with was Salvia divinorum. Salvia. Some people were mixing it with salvia, but salvia, like, when they spoke to the dude, he was like, why the fuck would I give you angel dust? You know that's more expensive than weed, right? Why would I just give you angel dust? So I said, so you gave him something, because I was pissed because I was still having nightmares and my mom was like, I had to tell my mom, like, it was that embarrassing. I said, Mom, I smoked weed and the weed was not weed. It was something else. And I'm really not feeling well. And she was like, well, what are you talking about? Like, I said, for 3 days now, Mom, for 3 days now, Mom. What the fuck? What did you smoke? I said, I don't know. I said, I don't want to go to jail. So she's like, you're not going to go to jail. I don't want to go to the hospital either. Can I just stay in here with you? She's like, bitch, I got to work.
You know what?
Stop for this shit because you can't handle your weed. I said, it wasn't weed.
Weed.
It was not weed, but I don't know what it was. Somebody did say on the block, they came to me and they said, yo, this dude been putting salvia in that shit. Oh, because salvia looks like weed.
Yeah.
You know, and there were no traces of angel dust because my sister's friend worked for the PD and they tested it. And the whole thing did not even it turned purple for weed, but the other shit that was in it, it was not turning anything. So I really do think, because it didn't say angel dust, but I still feel like it was dusted. But that shit really fucked my head up. Like I literally, K2, man, I don't know if K2 was out in 2003.
I want to say yes, but it wasn't really popping. I remember seeing it first in Atlanta in 2008 or 9.
Bath salts?
That was like 2015-ish.
Well, back in 2003, everybody was doing salvia. That was our social media prank shit. Some of y'all are young, but y'all need to go on YouTube and type in salvia reactions. Man, that shit used to have me crying. You had a dude that's sitting in the chair and he knew that he was going to smoke salvia and shit. So they would like, yo, man, it's your turn. They fucking put that shit in the bong. The dude took 2 hits and he's just like, man, y'all said that this, oh! What he started doing. His hair, falling. Oh, shit. So I actually spoke to a psychic because I needed to research it further. So I asked him, what is the purpose of salvia divinorum? Like, what is that for? So she says, oh my goodness, Minx, it is a incense that we burn so that we can channel and get into the next realm when we do our divinations. If you smoke it, oh, no, you will fall into, like, everybody has said the same shit. They felt like the ground was a grid coming up. That's what I felt. If you feel like you're being sucked into a vortex, that's what I felt. Everything around you starts to melt. That's what I saw. Things that you would normally see, like let's say if you have like wallpaper and stuff, that shit actually looks like 3D.
Oh, I would have freaked out.
Okay. I did. I'm still fucked up after all these years. I'm still fucked up behind it. And then they said, you start seeing spirits sometimes. I saw demons, legitimate demons, kind of like when a couple of years later when Mary J. Blige came out with her video. What was that? Let's get it started. Mm-hmm. That video when she's looking at the people and their eyes start turning black and their teeth start getting sharp and shit. Everybody that I loved and cared about when they spoke to me, I was screaming, don't touch me, leave me alone. Ah! And I'm running and we're on the 14th floor. They said I tried to jump off. They had to grab me by my ankles. And I kept saying, the ground is right there. They said, you're on the 14th floor, Minx. You're going to kill yourself.
Yeah, you're going to die.
You can never die if you can fly. Get your ass back up in here.
Peter Pan had ass back in here and chill the fuck out.
I saw the video because they taped it. And I was like, yeah, that shit was very fucked up.
Here's some fun facts about salvia. Mazatec shamans have a long and continuous tradition of religious use of salvia divinorum to facilitate visionary states of consciousness during spiritual healing sessions. Its chief psychoactive constituent is constructually unique. Okay, fuck it. I'm not going to read this shit. Listen, don't smoke it because you're going to get fucked up. Yeah, don't smoke it.
I'm cool now after all these years because, I take my elixirs every day. I take my atomic ormus. I love that. The only thing I don't like about the atomic ormus is that I was having headaches for like 2 days, and that's because that's your pineal gland being decalcified. But my dreams have been real crazy. That painting that I did was from my dream that I had, that 2 people hit me up and said, yo, Minx, it's something about that painting. I said, what about it? It's trash, right? They were like, no. There's something about this painting. Like, I see this, I see that. I said, but this is a painting of something that I saw in my dreams. Like, I saw the world on fire as bushes and trees turned brown from destruction. And that's why I painted it, because it really bothered me. And they were like, where can I get that atomic warmers? You don't want it.
Hey, I have a question. Have you ever, anybody that's still viewing, have you ever had a dream and you used a phone, but it was like an older model phone? It was never.
You never see a smartphone.
You never see one of these? That I don't know if I told you the dream I had, and I still remember it to this day, that I was a hired hitman.
Yes, I remember that.
Okay. So, well, let me tell it because a lot of y'all haven't heard it. So I had this crazy ass dream that I was a hired hitman for a friend of mine whose husband was cheating on her and she wanted me to kill him. So mind you, a lot of my dreams, the people don't have faces. So I don't know who the friend was. But she says, here's 25,000. You get the other 25 when the job is done. All right, bet. So I go to, she lived in a penthouse for some odd reason. It was like way high up and shit, even though I'm scared of heights, go figure. And so I knock on the door. The guy opens the door. Hey, what are you doing here? So I said, such and such wanted me to come pick up some things. She didn't want to see you. She didn't want to talk to you. You know, basically, she just wanted me to come get some shit. Oh, yeah, come on in. Her room's down the hall, blah, blah, blah. So he turns his back to go to, like, you know, they had a little table bar. And he goes to fix himself a drink. Well, the bar was in front of this window that had a view of the city, wherever the fuck that was. And I had a silencer. So I step up behind him. Pew, pew. He goes flying out the window. Yeah, that's my gun sounds. Don't laugh at me, Mink. Shut the hell up. I had to hit him twice. Once in the back and once in the back of the head, just to be sure. And he goes flying and he lands. So I peek out over the window to make sure he ain't moving. And I happen to look around to see who's in the vicinity. There's a little old lady crossing the street, but I pay her no mind. I get up and go pee. That was my pause button. So I get up and go pee. I come back and I finish my movie, so to speak.
No, you really can finish, like, you get up and go right back to the same dream?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so jealous.
Yeah, I've had this happen so many times. So I come back. I get back into my little, because, you know, once you get up out the bed, it's hard to get back comfortable the way you was because you really had to pee, but you try to sleep it off, but you can't. So I come back. There's this pool party. So now I have $50,000. My plan is passports, paperwork, out the fucking country, right? Nope. Apparently, the old lady that I saw walking across the street snitched me out to the FBI, and I'm oblivious to what's going on. So I got my drink in my hand. And I'm talking to people, you know, congregating, politicking, all this. And I happen to look around me and I see Secret Service people doing these moves, doing these moves, doing these. So I put the drink on a little drink tray and I try to make a beeline out the pool. So I'm pushing, shoving people with Heisman trophies. So I do like a little spin move and I'm about to reach the pool gate. And as soon as I touch the latch to open it, they jump on me and I woke up. So when I shot the man and I called my friend to let her know it was done, it was on a corded phone. It was one of these.
And it's always like an old school, like for me, it's a rotary phone.
For me, it's always the ones you pick up and there's the touchpad.
No, I got it. I was like, hold on. 3. Okay.
That 0 was some bullshit. 0. Like, God damn it, I could have died by now. But yeah, that was one of the dreams that I had that I still remember. And that's why I just thought I'd ask that question. If you ever had a dream where you had to use a phone, it was always an older model phone.
Yeah, for me, phones are always old school rotary phones or
even the cordless joint where you pull the antenna.
That too. That too. And I never ever see like like newer model cars. I'm always seeing like old school cars in my dreams.
The cars that I see in my dreams are like probably like 90s models.
Yeah, I don't ever see like a Honda CRV from this year.
A Tesla.
Nothing. I don't even see like. I just notice a lot of things. Like, kind of reminds me of like Grand Theft Auto. Sometimes, like you're waking up from a save point or something like that. But that and the other thing that I never take in dreams is elevators. I never take elevators in dreams.
Now you just said something. Now remember when I told the story, he was in the penthouse and he was kind of high up. I never told you how I got there. I just knock on the door and I'm there.
That's crazy. But you know, when they say with dreams, you know, dreams is like a crazy subconscious world. It's a real place. The dream world is a real place. It's just like kind of like that, you know, you have the power to control what goes on in your dreams.
Mm-hmm.
So it's so.
How come I couldn't stop the FBI from jumping on me and catching me? Like, what happened there?
Because your physical consciousness kicked in. Your subconscious is what controls the dream world. Your physical consciousness is like saying that can't happen. So it's like once you unplug from reality and you're in the dream world, you could do whatever you want. And I found this out the hard way because I kept having the same dream over and over and over again of me falling down.
Me too.
Flight of stairs. So I tell my friend, I'm like, yo, this whole dream lasts 8 hours. I'm just like,
no landing. No landing.
To the bottom, you wake up. You're like, right? So my friend who is a psychic, I'm not going to say is a psychic. She says to me, oh, that's simple. That's simple. All you have to do, and I feel like I'm talking to Morpheus and shit. She says, all you have to do is reverse the stairs. So instead of you falling down, you're going to be going up. And then the dream, you have solved the puzzle for that dream. So I said, I'm going to try that tonight. So for a whole fucking month, I couldn't dream this dream. I'm dreaming about dumb shit. And then it finally happened in my dream world.
Oh, man. Don't cut her off. We was getting to the good part. Damn it.
Shit. I don't know what the fuck that was.
Fuck your life.
Fuck your life. Fuck your podcast. Fuck everything you was doing. Because we don't give 2 fucks because you don't have to check. Fuck your life.
I'll make you still remember the words. Oh, but yeah, for a solid week, I had a dream that I was falling. And here's the crazy shit. I'm driving. And there's a section of Lynchburg that you drive down to go to the next county, which is called Madison Heights. And you have to drive across John Lynch Bridge, which is not very long at all. It's not like, Brooklyn Bridge or nothing like that. It's very short, just, So I'm driving down 5th Street is at an incline. That's why we call it the Hill City. And every day on that week, I happen to look at the passenger side, and it's a different person. Every day. Someone that I'm close to or used to be close to. Every day. And right when I get to the bridge breaks in the middle, and we're falling. And then that's it. Every day for 7 straight days, I had the same dream over and over, but it was different people in this car. Number one, why the fuck am I driving? I can't drive.
It's symbolic.
Do tell, Oracle. The fuck does that shit means?
A vehicle in your dream.
It was an old, and let me tell you what the vehicle was. It was an old boxy beat up Ford, an old box Ford Escort.
So when we dream of these things, cars, for instance, cars are symbolic to our thinking process of people that we're just life stuff that we're thinking about. it doesn't necessarily matter the type of car because regardless, our mind is like a car. It could take us anywhere. The fact that the bridge broke, you know how they talk about burning bridges and the faces keep changing. It's a different person each time you have this dream.
Mm-hmm.
It has to do with your relationships with people, what the driving force is of your relationship with these particular people. Now, the fact that the bridge broke, almost like burning a bridge, if that makes any sense. Maybe there was something going on inside of your mind with particular different people about like your trust issues with them, or can you trust this person, or do you think this person is for you? Do you think this person is actually in the vehicle with you as a passenger in life, or are they just a person that is just the load?
That makes sense. That actually makes sense because in one of the dreams, my mom's now ex-husband was the passenger.
Right. So passenger,
Yeah, there was one.
passenger in the front seat or the rear?
He was in the front.
In the front. Okay.
Yeah,
So,
all my passengers were in the front. They were never in the back seat.
okay. So obviously the weight distribution on a vehicle, obviously two people in the front, then you have the rear, then you have the trunk. So because this person was in the front seat with you, that means that person's weight was in the weight of your brain at that point, at that capacity. It wasn't evenly distributed, like fairly. So the fact that the bridge broke, that means that you were actually seeing something that was about to happen with that relationship, but you really couldn't do anything to avoid it, even though you knew that that bridge was going to break because the dream started off the same way each time.
Mm-hmm.
So it's almost like saying like, in another word, subconsciously it's like, oh, here we go again.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's what the breakdown is with that particular dream. It was totally about your subconscious that felt like, okay, I can't get to my destination with this passenger next to me. So, we're going to try our best. But then the weight is what caused the bridge to break. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I decipher shit like that. That's why when I have dreams, I write them down as soon as I wake up because I'm like, that might be something.
But after that week, I didn't have it anymore.
Right. Because you solved the, see, our subconscious minds, it's almost like, how can I put it? Like a soap dish, right? You wash your hands, you put the soap back in the soap dish, but there's still water there. So it's collecting on the bottom, creating that nasty mush.
Ugh.
That's basically what our brains do. Our brains are like literally like a sponge throughout the day. We see different things. We read different things. We feel different things. Our energy is consistently changing. So when we go to sleep at night, we go into relaxed state first. Because most people don't realize, whether they believe it or not, in order to fall asleep, you can't go to sleep unless you're meditating on a lower vibration. So you're thinking about, okay, tomorrow I got to go to work. So if I go to sleep now, then so you're already calculating in your head that I have to go to sleep. You're telling your subconscious, relax. And then when you go to sleep, you start to unfold the box. Now, some people that don't remember their dreams, that's no shade to you. That there's no shade to you. You're not doing anything wrong. What you should say before you go to sleep is, I will remember my dream. Because everybody dreams. It's just that some people, when they wake up, reality hits them so hard that they forget it right away. It's just like, oh, I just got my rest. Now, when you're a person that really wants to remember your dreams, because your dreams are actually messages, you're actually channeling the other side of the world, the realm of the universe. Dream world is very real. So that's why when Gina comes to me, Mommy, I had a dream. I'm like, yo, tell me, what was it about? And she tells me what her dream is about. So now I know how subconsciously she's feeling. Like, oh, okay. She wants to go outside and play and she can't. And that's really bothering her. So she had a dream about she was playing in the park and she woke up sad about it. And that's how what your subconscious state is. And even if you don't decipher it, just writing it down and then a couple of days later you read it, sometimes you might be able to decipher certain things that are going on by yourself without having to look at a dream dictionary or anything like that.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I never really thought about it that way.
Yeah. I'm heavy into dreams because the dreams is the unspoken words of things that we want to say, but we can't. So the universe shows us what we should do. They show us our path. They show us what's happening next. I myself am clairvoyant. I can predict shit before it happens. But that's the scary part that I don't like, is being able to do that. But Face Off says sometimes I'm up but I can't move, like something is holding me down. Yeah,
Sleep
that's called
paralysis.
paralysis.
I've been through that myself a few times. That's some scary shit, and it hurts.
It does hurt. I've
It
had
hurts.
that. I had it a lot as a kid, and that's mainly because your body is half relaxed. Your body's halfway sleeping. Some people have said, "Oh, I feel like it's a demon." That's like, no. And other people have said, "Oh, that just means that when you were trying to astral project, but you kind of fucked up. So you're stuck. Like now you're stuck in between those states because now your brain is sleeping. Physically, you're sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
Spiritually, you're like, hey, I got to get back in my body. Can we make this work?" But your body's like, you got to chill and wait. So now you're just floating around in purgatory like, okay, this bitch says she got to be up at 6:15. Can we wrap it up?
Yeah, right. I've went through sleep paralysis 3, 4, maybe 5.5 times. I say a half because I had went to sleep and I felt it on my legs first, and I was able to somehow muster up the energy to kick myself awake before I fully went to sleep. Like I felt my body relaxing, but my legs felt so heavy.
Right.
And then I felt my mind like go through its old process. I said, oh, hell no. So I'm like fighting myself to wake up, even though I just worked double shifts. And see, when you work third shift and you're working third and first, then you work second and third, then you work first and second, then you work your body doesn't know when to get its rest because your REM is fucked up.
Yeah.
And that's what happened to me.
Your brain is not like your brain is a physical part of you. Your mind isn't. So your brain could be asleep, but your mind isn't.
Yeah, mine was on 100, like racing.
Yeah, and then we get into fear mode because our brain, our physical aspect of ourself is saying, this is not right. This is scaring me. So you start going into a panic attack. You start worrying, oh my God, is this it? Am I dying? Am I getting called home?
And the room gets darker than what it already is.
Exactly.
And your eyes are wide awake. That's the scary shit.
Yep. And your brain.
And then I feel my body tense up, like I'm trying to fight it. And I feel my hands like making fists like this. My shoulders get real tense. My legs get real tense. Because by the time I finally wake up, my whole body's just sore.
Yeah. The whole idea of dreaming is very creepy and scary to me because there's been certain times too, I would be telling my sister a dream that I had, like, yo, I had this crazy ass dream last night. What was it about? Oh, well, I was on the balcony chilling and then I heard Thriller, like the music. And then she's like, and then you heard Michael Jackson coming from the park as he's dancing with the zombies. I'm like, you were there? She says, of course I was there. I was standing right next to you. I said, you were there? And it turns out that we had the same dream.
I was about to ask that same question. Do twins share dreams?
We do. And it's really fucked up. It really is.
Yikes.
It's really scary. So yeah, she's actually told me, like a couple of times, like, like actually my mom came to us and said, y'all talk to each other when you're sleeping. You know that, right? And she's like, I was like, what? She said, I came in to beat your asses one night because I heard y'all giggling and laughing and shit when you're supposed to be sleeping. And I come in and y'all are just sitting up. Our eyes are closed and you're teeing and all this crazy shit. She had to like back out slowly. Like,
the fuck is going on here?
Now we're going to start levitating and shit. I didn't want to get part of that.
I got to meet your mom somehow. She got to get up on the show.
You will. I've been telling her, like I said, Mom, if you were to come onto my podcast, people are going to be like, we know where she gets it from.
Because you get some stuff from your dad, but I got to know the other side.
Yeah, my mom is hilarious. Like everybody that meets her, they say that she should have been a comedian because she is a very funny, like very, very funny woman. I guess it's the way that she says shit.
That's my mama. She got a sick, twisted ass sense of humor.
Yeah, she was telling me the other day how she, got written up at work. She said, "How the fuck do you get written up at work and you working from home. And just the way she said it, I was like, how the fuck did you get written up?
That's like getting fired on your day off. How does that happen, right?
I said, Mom, I'm going to tell you what happened. You're going to be very scared when I tell you this. And she's like, what? You have a hater. It's okay. They come in all shapes and sizes and all different industries.
Yeah, somebody was being a brown noser and was kissing some ass. That's what happened.
My
From
mom-
home.
My mom has never, ever, ever been written up at work. Ever. Never had no issues with nobody. Just nothing. It's always when you get a new motherfucker that doesn't know how to do their job. They don't get her garb. You know what I'm saying? They don't get her thing, you know? And I said to my mom, I said, you know, was she new? And she's like, yeah, she was new. I said, see, she don't get you. Okay.
Yeah.
You talking about people you've been working with for 17, 18, 19 years. Somebody
But the manager / boss should have known that that's how your mother is on a daily. She should have paid that no mind.
That's different when you're dealing with HR. Because all that shit, HR, because I worked for HR, that shit is like a permanent record for any job you go to. So I could understand why she was pissed. Even myself getting written up at work over some dumb shit. But when you have people like us that we're funny, we're relatable, we just like to make the work environment fun, where it's not a drag. You know, when you look and you're like, oh shit, it's 4:59. I gotta get going. The day was so fun.
Yeah, that's me.
These, you know, the 9-to-5ers type of jobs, but you know,
that's definitely me.
I can't work in an environment where everybody's so serious and everybody's
stiff.
Yeah.
Just focus. I'm just here to focus on my work. Bitch, you're going to laugh today.
You're going to laugh.
If I got to say something to you, you're going to laugh today.
Even the new people that used to come aboard, they used to say, we got to stop by Minx's desk first. So she'll look at my name on my desk and she's like, that doesn't say Minx though. So I said, everybody calls me Minx. And she's like, oh, I'm sorry. I said, I'm just playing with you. Relax. Shit.
Unclench your ass cheeks. What the fuck?
Yo, don't let the SpongeBob face fool you.
Not the
I sent it to my cousin today.
Not the SpongeBob face.
One of my cousins wrote, how come none of y'all told me I was ugly? I hate y'all. So I wrote back, I said, yo, y'all been lying to me my whole life. He goes, Minx, you of all people that fucking does photo shoots all day. And I put up a picture of my face, like a goofy face. And I said, SpongeBob much? He said, well, if you're making a face like that, of course you're going to be ugly.
That's SpongeBob much.
Yeah.
I hate you.
I am the female version of SpongeBob.
Shut up.
But yeah, oh shit, it's 9:21. I didn't even know.
Yeah.
We were supposed to have Boston Market today, but certain people did not remind me and tell me that it was Wednesday. So here I am slaving at the kitchen and I'm like, you smell that chicken? Do you smell the ambiance of the chicken? He's like, no Boston Market? I said, oh, it's Wednesday. I wasn't supposed to cook. Oh, well. We have some nice Bush's baked beans with bacon and white rice, jasmine rice.
That's some bomb shit.
And some chicken strips that were lightly sauteed in garlic butter and herb.
No, she ain't trying to bougie up chicken strips. If you don't cut the shit...
I bougie that shit out.
Try to bougie some damn chicken strips. Come on now.
Gina, you're going to eat this shit today.
Bon appetit, bitch.
Can I have mac and cheese and call it a day?
I had a good old Southern dinner. I had some fried fish, some little corn muffins, and some pintos.
Yum.
Yum, yum. I'm glad I sleep alone.
Do you think this man cares? Let me tell you. I told this dude, I said, look, I ain't making no more beans for you, bro, because last night was a real wreck. I'm like trying to be all nice and cute. Like this is his, like his waist, because Gina decided to sleep next to us. So he's laying down. This is his booty, right? And I'm like,
Wait, why are you laying on his ass? Number one.
It's cushiony. So I woke up.
I regret asking that question immediately.
I said, you can't. You can't do that. You can't do that.
Where else was it supposed to go?
It's like, oh, babe, because I control my farts. I said you can if you do it right. Oh, you're not a girl. I keep forgetting.
See, looking for no, I'm not even gonna go there. That's a whole different topic. A whole nother. Nope.
Before we leave tonight, I definitely want to say, fuck you, Catch Me Karma. Nobody gives a fuck if it's your fucking birthday, bitch. You fucking scam ass hoe, bitch. And fuck you, and fuck Benjamin Einfield, and fuck all of his real fucking measly students. I fucking said it. That's it. Y'all supposed to be my friend, y'all. I don't even care. I just fucking muted her handle. I'm like, y'all really wishing this bitch a happy birthday. But I still love y'all.
Why not?
Happy birthday, bitch. I wish you many more. The moment you wake up and realize that Benjamin is a fucking fraud.
As long as he's putting her up on these lists and doing what he doing, she don't care. Really?
I told him you're gonna realize that she's using you. You'll realize that soon.
Yeah. Well, folks, yeah, that's the end of this shit. We want to thank everybody for tuning in with us Monday through Wednesday every week. We love y'all. We fuck with y'all. Please be sure to call and check up on your loved ones. Let them know that you kind of care. You know, yeah, this quarantine shit, people are showing their true colors towards their family. Let me just tell you that.
And the election makes it a lot easier to call.
Oh yeah, and the debates is going on right now. They saying Kamala is whipping ass. I don't know. I'll probably catch some highlights. I don't know. I said highlights. Like it's gonna be a fucking ESPN.
It's a game. It's all a game.
It's all one big ass game.
I will be on Twitch later, guys, tonight. I know y'all enjoyed last night's stream. All three of you.
Not all three of you.
All three of you that actually stood for a good 20 minutes until they realized I was a horrible driver.
That's the fun part.
Yes. We did 2 drug drop-offs yesterday. We learned yesterday not to get into these fucking missions until you are
equipped and ready.
Equipped with some fucking ammo at least.
You don't got the cheats?
No, I actually just started going into a mission because I want to go into these live streams with gaming with a purpose, not just to be like, "What's up, y'all? Yeah, don't mind me, man. I'm just smoking. Y'all leave the comments." I ain't trying to. No, we're doing a storyline.
Oh, you're trying to create a storyline. Yeah, I see.
A storyline. So.
Oh yeah, follow her Facebook page, Slays Plays.
Slays Plays.
I was like, I gotta tune in for this one.
Well, I'll be on Twitch because Facebook does not work with my Windows PC shit.
You need to go ahead and get you a gaming computer, bro.
Actually, that's next. Pass that stimulus.
All 1,200 of it. Yeah, join. Like we said at the top of the show, join the hustle culture, man. Listen, join today, tomorrow, whenever. Facebook, Instagram, like, share, spread the word. Merciless Cast on Patreon. December 1st is the best time to become a Patreon member. Get your premium jewels for a low price. We don't do that scam shit, unlike some folks we know. Scam it. Fat joke.
I knew you were going to do that. I knew you were going to say fat joke.
And also join the Minx Show podcast on minxradio.com on all DSPs and also YouTube. Go ahead and collect those good old gems over there as well. Hit that merch tab and get you some mama. Some mama. And follow us on Twitter and Instagram. You see the handles. At the bottom of the screen is at Random Talking Indie Music Show. Please join us on that as well. Let's see what else. I feel like just giving y'all this just because.
Yeah, nigga, damn.
We haven't had to give this out too many times this year. So I just want to give this to y'all just because. Y'all didn't do anything to deserve it. Just here. Yeah.
So yes, we'll be back on Monday.
Yeah. 7 p.m. You know how we do. More foolery, fuckery, and shenanigans. You know what I'm saying?
I might roll up in here with a new computer because this needs to be taken care of. I might buy something this weekend just so I can have it for the podcast, but we'll see.
Salvage that joint for parts and make a whole new computer from it.
GeForce.
That's what I have on here. They're trying to keep getting me to update some shit. I'm like, no, it's working so well. I don't want to mess something up.
Yeah, I got to get that in the video. I wanted to.
Yeah, so. Yeah, we fuck with y'all. We love y'all. Thank y'all so much. Facebook, Periscope, YouTube, Twitch, Caffeine TV. Thank y'all so much. Y'all keep us lit every night.
Every night.
Every night. Because, our failing podcast, our failing monetized podcast.
On SoundCloud.
On SoundCloud. Come on, Ash. You could have came up with a better dig than that.
Yeah.
You could have said Mixcloud. Shit.
Something.
Something. SoundCloud. Anyway, y'all, we fuck with y'all the long way. We love y'all. Y'all go out there, be safe. Y'all already know what I'm about to say. Wash your hands, wash your ass, and for goodness sake, please wear your mask. Good night, y'all.
Good night.